Well, tonight, the WGN weather team joins forces with WeatherBug. This is the world's largest weather network.
And our chief meteorologist, Tom Skilling, is here with what this means for all of us. Exciting time.
Big deal.
Well, Steve and Allison, it is very big, very interesting. I think you'll see in the weeks and months to come as we use the data that we're getting from this new system how much it means. You know, we've done everything, Steve and Allison, humanly possible to bring you the most complete and accurate forecast we can. But frankly, there have been some blind spots in our data. Not enough weather stations and cameras to see into every Chicago neighborhood and suburb. Well, beginning tonight, that changes. We now have access to real-time weather being streamed from the roofs and of businesses and schools all over Chicagoan. It's extremely user-friendly as we learn from first graders in Carroll Stream.
Well, one of the students in your class knows so much about weather. Jonathan.
At 7 years old, Jonathan Swanson is his class's weather answer man.
That tells you the temperature, that tells you the winds.
His favorite source for weather?
WeatherBug. I do it before school, after school, before bed, when I get up.
Jonathan accesses weather data from thousands of WeatherBug tracking stations across the country. This one is at Lane Tech High School in Chicago.
It's problem solving at its best because it uses your own weather data.
With schools in virtually every neighborhood, they're the perfect place to put tracking stations. The schools pay off new math and science teaching tools.
They also have a better appreciation for the difficulty in trying to monitor all those weather variables. To make a simple thing like a forecast is really not so simple.
When a front comes in, when squall lines come in, it comes in quickly. Having the ability to say what's happening right now in any certain section where the weather's arriving into the area, that's the early warning. That's the opportunity for people to find out right away what's happening.
We've got live weather data from 153 sites across the area.
This map shows the locations of WeatherBug weather stations in the Chicagoland area, most with live camera capabilities. When severe weather hits, things change rapidly. The ability to scan 153 locations across the Chicago area, data coverage we've never had before, is already helping us to keep you better informed. Last week, when severe storms rolled through, we could instantly see which neighborhoods had the heaviest rains.
That's definitely a funnel cloud.
When damaging winds sweep the area, we'll see them. And you'll see hurricane coverage like never before. It will be like having hundreds, even thousands of reporters on location. We'll incorporate all of this information into our newscasts and website. And you can have your very own weathercast.
It's very simple. Just go to WGNTV.com, click on the WeatherBug section, and then you can actually install a special application that allows you to receive weather alerts, severe weather alerts, any time of the day or night. You can also sign up for special mobile alerts on your telephone.
And the WeatherBug network grows every day.
Now we'll get a much stabler shot from the camera.
Meteorologist Ben Michalak installs and services WeatherBug tracking stations in the Chicago area. Thanks to Ben, you can now see the weather at Wrigley Field day and night from your computer. And he'll keep coming back to make sure the information is right.
We're joined with Homeland Security. They look at the data. You guys are now looking at the data. So, I mean, if the station's not online, you know, I mean, you guys aren't going to see it.
It'll also call up radar information to show you if there's any storms close to us.
The Wrigley Field camera means students at Lane Tech will now have another neighborhood resource to access in the classroom.
59 low, 38 sunny.
And Jonathan will continue to use WeatherBug for the practical.
So we know if it's a good day to wear clothes or not.
But mostly for the pictures.
Tornadoes. There was a big tornado that happened in Greensboro, Kansas.
Storms we can all see now as they happen.
And it's Steve and Allison, some of Jonathan's classmates call him the next Tom Skilling, but meteorology is far too tame for Jonathan. He wants to become a storm chaser. And by the way, Jonathan is the son of Swanee, who is the producer of Eric and Kathy's show, a popular show on the Mix in the morning. That's right.
So Tom, how are you going to keep up with yet another piece of technology? You're already so busy.
Watch this over the nights to come. When a hurricane makes landfall on the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic Coast, we'll be able to get into cameras and the weather observation stations, the weather bug stations down there too, and show you exactly what's going on in that area. If we have a squall line out in the western suburbs coming our way, we have 30 cameras positioned around the Chicago area, and we'll be able to show you. We'll show you one in just a moment on the weather show.